podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm my normal co-host Rashid or whatever. We are here, y'all, today. Before we even get into it, y'all go vote. Hopefully everybody go vote. Go vote if you're over 18. All that good stuff. Before we even get to the episode, like I always say, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn notification bell so you can be notified for every podcast. Go follow us at anime_gen_show where we post polls, questions, and you get to know a little more personal side of us. And go follow me at ChrisUpNext_23. And that's about it for me. She tell them the stuff.
Follow me at eyes.of_the.wins on my Instagram. Like and support and follow if you need some pictures taken done, or you like them to be done by me. Then just hit me up. I was trying to rephrase it, but then yeah.
Okay. Like I said, go like, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate y'all. We're growing every day on this channel. I just really appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. But today, because of the growth of the channel, I have a new idea that even she don't really know all of it or whatever. I'm going to do a trivia game with y'all. Basically, we have 4 Tuesdays in the month of November. I'm going to do 3 questions per Tuesday. Whoever either reaches to get all 12 points or who gets the most points will win I will be getting a card. But basically, to get these points, you can't DM me on Instagram. You have to comment under our video, but before the next podcast. So whoever's first and gets the most right will get the most points. So whoever's first and gets the most right gets the most points. There will be 3 questions, and on the next Thursday, I will tell who's right and who got the most points. So I'm going to chalk up all your points, and then at the end of the month, whoever has the most points, I will be giving out a $10 to $15 gift card of whatever you like, maybe food, GameStop, maybe like JCPenney, like wherever you like to shop. So that's what we're going to do today, and I hope this is for me to give something back to y'all and to see if y'all actually watching our stuff, at least, or whatever. So I have 3 questions about, these are years animes came out. You can participate if you want today. Give me what you think. Basically, in the comment, put A, B, C, or D, and put the question. So for question 1, what year did Naruto come out? Is it A, 2001, B, 2005, C, 2002, or D, 2007? Oh, I'm just giving you the question. Whatever.
Oh, you're reading it?
Yeah, I was just reading it out. But yeah. What year did the One Piece time skip happen? Not when it started originally, but the time skip. Do we have 1999, 2013, 2015? Oh, well, A, 1999, B, 2013, C, 2015, D, 2011. And for my final one of this week, we have what year did Bleach come out? A, 2002, B, 2007, C, 2004, and D, 2011. So that are the questions for this week. You guys have until the end of Wednesday to comment and give me the answers, and I will tally up the points. And remember, guys, you still have to tally your points up too. We have to be consistent with commenting to know if you can win your prize. So that is my treat back to y'all for all the love and support. So now for our icebreaker, we have 2 animes that came out this year that we really would recommend to you guys. So go with your 2.
So I have 2. I just started watching these animes yesterday. Mm-hmm. So the first one I'm gonna recommend to most people who are looking for some anime to watch that probably just came out this year, besides Juju and all that.
Yeah.
I would say Akudama Drive.
I've not even watched it. What's that about?
Technically, it's about, so pretty much it's set like in the far future. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like we got flying cars, we got plasma rifles and stuff like that, right? So within that set period, we're introduced to these criminals, which are called Akudama. They're called akudamas, and they have like their own ranks. So we're following these S ranked akudamas who are formed in a group, but like kind of formed in a group and like if anyone watched the movie Suicide Squad or know about Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
they formed a group kind of around that kind of same storyline. They get bombs implanted in their necks and they have to do these missions or whoever hired them. They get paid and everything, and they don't really care about the bombs on their neck. It's just that the person that hired them is just like reassuring that they finish it and stuff like that. Because they never work because they never work together and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a first thing. Um, but not story wise, but it does give me Danganronpa kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Just from the way it's animated and stuff, you'll probably get that feel just by the way it's animated. It's nicely animated. It's interesting. There's a lot of action, especially in the first 4 episodes. Uh, and plus, it's one of those animes. If you want to see blood, it will show it. So,
Nice.
and then my next one,
What was that one again? My bad. What was the one again?
Akudama Drive. I found it randomly while looking for something to watch on Hulu yesterday.
Nice. And your second one?
My second one is something I also found on Hulu yesterday. It's called Our Last Crusade or the Rise of a New World.
Nice. Gave me very much isekai vibes.
I can explain that. I can explain it, but I've only watched 2 episodes out of the 4 that's out.
Mm-hmm.
While on Akudama Drive, I've watched every single 4 episodes. For I guess you could say for Our Last Crusade,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like a blend of action and romance. It's one of those. It's not heavy romance, but at the start it kind of dwells on that because it kind of spins off on the notion of these two characters. They're fighting for different nations,
Mm-hmm.
but they're slowly kind of falling for each other. That's kind of the vibe.
That's like from A Come and Go Kill when it wasn't like they weren't he was the main I forgot the dude, but he was Urza or whatever her name was, she was falling for him. But like I think he wasn't falling for her, so I guess it was different. But yeah, I could see.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. It's kind of giving off that vibe, but at the same time, the only reason why they're taking interest in each other is technically because they have the same dream. They want to end this long war that's lasted for like hundreds and hundreds of years.
Oh, they're on their
between
avatar
their two
stuff.
nations.
They're on their avatar stuff.
Yeah, they wanna end. That's why it's called. That's why it has the name it has. And they're both like pretty powerful figures within their own nation, which is interesting. But like powerful as in a weapon, not as like status. Well, yeah, the female kind of has a high status, but they're both very powerful towards the nation. And
That's it.
But that's as best I could explain them. I hope I didn't do too bad of a job explaining it.
True. I like. I'm gonna check those out. Another stuff on my watch list, which is forever growing and expanding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I guess a little more. I guess mainstream, whatever. Like these are really good romance. I like. Everybody knows I love Rent a Girlfriend. So I thought it was really good. Like it gets you really hooked. I don't know if you finished it or whatever. You probably haven't because you're watching like 30 shows. But I like Rent a Girlfriend. It's like a good romance. It doesn't have no action, y'all. No action. So if you're looking for like an action, like that's not in there. But it's really good romance. I think a lot of girl viewers, they were like, I think they would really like this. Maybe so, even like not just for girls, but I think guys would like it too. But if you're looking more for like guys for action, that's not it. It's really good romance. You kind of get annoyed with the main character because he's low key like simp beta, but like it's like he
Yeah.
had some character development, like when he stands up for himself a few times. He actually like helps out. He actually kind of like confesses like, what we've been waiting for in the last episode, but then he kind of like backs off again. So I'm kind of interested in season 2. It's like it's really interesting, and I think it's really good anime. I think it's like 12 episodes, maybe 13, but it's not really long, so you can probably finish it in like 3-4 days or whatever if you don't binge in a day. But it's really good anime, get you hooked first episode, and you're just like something cute and enjoyable to enjoy. And for our next one, I'm gonna go with Jujutsu Kaisen / Noblesse, but I'm gonna go Jujutsu Kaisen probably because whatever. And that's just I think it's a really good anime. I don't know how I felt about episode 5. I was scared. It was okay. I was like, at times during episode 5, I was on my phone a little bit. Sometimes it lost my little interest or whatever. But that might have just been on me being busy that day. But I really enjoyed it. It has a good intro, great animation, giving me kind of like Demon Slayer animation vibes. Characters are fun. It's funny characters. You're learning about it has potential to have really good world building because of fingers and all this. It has really, really, really great world building potential. The main character, it starts off kind of sad because it's like, I don't want to spoil it, but it starts off kind of down, and then it's weird how all these animes, they always start off like these teenagers are always like have no family. It's just like, dang, that sucks, man. Like family, and they always start off losing a family. Oh, and then Erase, I'm watching that. It's really good. I think they came out 2020. If it didn't, I'm sorry, but it didn't come out 2020. You haven't watched it, watch it because that's a really good anime. Don't know how long it is, but I like it. I really like it. I think a lot of people enjoy it. I want Sheet to watch it, but I know he's currently within 35 animes, so that's really it.
But yeah, I was about to say Erase. Yeah, Erase is old because I was about to say
2019.
I haven't watched it, but I saw it. It's
2016. Dang, but I swear on Netflix said 2020. I feel stupid now. I'm sorry, y'all. That's on me not doing my research and not being prepared. But that's 26. Still a good anime. Probably on my mind because I watched it last night. But that's on me.
Yeah.
And then Dotoro. I think that came out season. I think a new season came out of it this year. I think.
What are you talking about?
Dotoro.
Dorohedoro?
Yeah, I call it Dotoro. I thought that they had a new season come out, season 2 in this year.
But I think it's an OVA episode that came out, not an actual new season yet.
Okay. Maybe, yeah, I saw something about it on Instagram, but like I love the show, so that's why I thought of.
Yeah, I like that show. It's very...
I'm not gonna, I have seen. That's it for 2020 anime. 2020 anime has been kind of how can I say, a little lackluster than some other years. Not gonna lie, that might due to everything going on with shutdowns and stuff. But
yeah, because
it has been a little lackluster.
I was about to say, if without the whole COVID thing, 2020 probably would have been popping and the anime. Because a lot of stuff. Because I was about to say, most stuff that's coming out next year would have been out. Would have
probably been out. Like I remember Dr. Stone season 2 would have been out like this year or whatever, or like around November. Like we're getting to the end of 2020. That's actually insane. But November, December. So that's it with our 2020 animes, our little icebreaker. Now we're getting into Death Note. You want to start us off or episode?
You can start.
Okay, so episode 17, I don't think we touched this on enough from 16. Remember, Light, he turned himself in. Remember? He turned himself in. I don't think we touched on enough in 16. And basically, Light is being trapped, kept hostage in this little a jail, a cell, and they're keeping surveillance on him for, I think he's in there for like 50 days. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was like 50 days. It was like almost.
And he had lost his memory of everything. Yeah. But I'll be forgetting, we have the review. We can't talk about overall. But there's still killings going on. So the suspicion around him is now at an all-time low because, he's saying that like, look, there's killings going on and I'm in jail. And I think at this point, Misa Amore or whatever, Misa May, whatever, she's getting interviewed by the cops. They've had her in for days. Like, she's been tied and she's basically telling me to kill herself. She's like, I want to kill myself. Like, y'all, I don't know what y'all are talking about, because they're both memories, like all their memories have for some reason have been totally like just taken, like white. They, for some reason, they're going. They're just like they want to be with each other. Like, they both like each other. They're just like, can I just see my girlfriend? Can I go home? And episode 17 is probably a great episode. But basically, what else we see happen in this episode? We see
episode 17 starts off with his Chief Yagami in cell because he believed his son was not Kira, so he also put himself solitary confinement as well, just to prove his point.
And then we get to a great part of the episode. Yeah, that's first part of the episode. So the next episode, where the second part, he takes him and he puts Light and his girlfriend Misame up, and basically he's like, you two are about to be taken in for execution because we have to figure out that you guys are Kira. And they're just like, oh-ish, like, no, we're about to die. He's like, well, I'm driving you out to your execution place. He's like, we're gonna execute you because the government doesn't want to deal with you and doesn't want to be pressed out about you two being killed. So we are going to kill you. We're gonna take you to a secret location, shoot you, bury you, and then the government will just never know. It'll just be like, y'all were here for a stint, y'all did y'all thing, but now y'all just went away. So basically, they're all the way driving there. He's driving. He's like, Dad, you're insane. And then they get to their spot or whatever.
No, before he says his father, before he says his father is insane, before they enter the highway, he turns on a dirt path and goes like under it. He goes like under a bridge, and then he stops right there, and he's like, instead of taking y'all to the execution spot, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you, then I'm gonna kill myself. Then he was like, because it's not right if you are Kira that, my that I should, as your father, that's my responsibility. I should kill you than to kill myself for being a bad father. And that he's the chief of NPA, so that he needs to deal with it himself. So basically he's like, Light's like, no, Kira is gonna get away with this, da da da. So then his dad is like, I don't want to hear none of that. He's like, I'll see you in hell. Then we think, oh gosh, he proceeded to shoot him because this emotional scene. She's like, oh my gosh, and then you hear the gunshot, then you hear the birds, and you're just like, oh my gosh, he's about to do it, like da 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 da. Well then, spoiler alert, he doesn't kill him. He's like, he's like, how would that Ryuzaki? Because he has an ear tagged in thing. But so Ryuzaki was like, that was good because if he really was Kira, then he would have killed you with the book or something like that. Or he would not the book because they don't know about the book yet, but he would have killed you.
Yeah, Ryazaki's prediction was that even if it was his own father, he wouldn't hesitate to kill him just to save his own life. And even if Kira did, even if he isn't Kira, Misame being like in love with him wouldn't have let him.
It revealed her as at least a second Kira, then maybe trace her to the first Kira. So exactly. So basically now he wants Light. Now he's ready to have Light help him out in the task force again, and Light but he's like, I don't completely trust you all the way. So then he gets Light to
handcuff himself.
To handcuff to, I think, to him and Misa.
No, not Misa. It's just him. It's just him.
Oh yeah.
It's just Light and L who's handcuffed.
Okay. So then basically what happens? I don't think there's anything else in there. Oh, we get the business guys, I think, towards the end.
Yeah, at the end, the business.
But does anything really happen that we're talking about between him getting handcuffed to the end? I don't think so.
No, the handcuff happened right after, like, the whole test with him and his father.
Yeah, but I'm saying after the handcuff, I think nothing really matters until we get to them seeing about the business people. Remember, the people that are in the business, they had like
Because at first, because after they handcuff each other, L was telling Light to use Misa, like play with her emotions just to figure out some information and stuff like
yeah,
that. And
just to
then
see how they are with the business, like to find out what they are about the business and how they're they're the ones with the death note now. So that is episode 17. You want to go with 18, or do you?
yeah, 18 starts off with if I remember this correctly, it starts off with I forgot the dude's name, but they enter the building. He has to get completely naked or whatnot to enter the building. And he was saying how he was having trouble with his family, saying he hasn't been home as much to see his family and stuff like that. Then then he walks in. He enters the room with Matsuda and Chief Yagami surveilling Light, L, and Misame on their date.
Yeah,
And
all three in one day. I know, right?
yeah, Misame was upset and it was saying trying to get him to leave and
Oh,
stuff like that.
she's so annoying. Even when the members wife, she's so annoying. It's just like,
She
gosh,
is.
like chill down, stop being so clingy so much.
Yeah, telling him to leave and stuff, and then it was just like a pointless squabble. But then, but then, Light asked L something, and L responded with like he's kind of depressed and stuff. And then they were like, depressed about what? And he's like, well, mainly because my assumption of you
It's wrong.
being Kira was wrong. He's like, and then he starts talking about like kind of doesn't matter and we should make a move and stuff like that. Pretty much kind of just getting doubtful and kind of just losing his edge a little bit. And then Light calls on L, and then the next thing you know, he punches the crap out of him.
Yeah,
Sends him flying.
that was pretty cool. That's that's memeable right there.
And then
He takes him back to he takes him to the headquarters. To go to headquarters.
they fight for a bit, then they go, then is broken up by Matsuda by saying something about Misame and her place in her business or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They stop fighting right then and there. I think after and then I think that's when it cuts in back into the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So they're discussing about who should die
Yeah, exactly.
and whose death would most benefit them, and they're they're talking about how they're having Kira do it. So pretty much your vote, tell Kira through
Yeah, who to kill?
yeah, who to kill and what kind of method. So technically, wait, let me think this. Uh, who 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 was it in there? The Shikigami was in there because I'm pretty sure
It
who's
was.
acting out.
It wasn't. You telling who the Shinigami was?
Yeah, I forgot who it
It
was.
wasn't Ryuk. It was. Rem.
Yeah, Ren. Okay. I almost called him Ren, but
Yeah. Ren. Naruto references, man.
yeah. Ooh, but
I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie,
so
y'all. Sometimes the Death Note it be getting dragged the heck out.
yeah, I didn't. I guess because when you first start watching it, it's very interesting, but like watching it repeatedly, kind of does feel like it's dragged.
Yeah, and we're just like that's why sometimes we're just like because we're also watching 30 shows and trying to remember like this after we watch because it be dragged out. So basically, we also find out in this episode that I think the agent, what's the agent name of the agent? Him and Reeves also get into it at the end because after they discuss who they kill, and then basically they're monitoring it, and then I think L's like, I think we might have to cut, we might have to do something. I forgot something about we might have to either bring up like our enforcements, or we have to do, or he's telling y'all guys to go home. I don't know, something I think L was taking it very serious. Something that had been discussed, and he was like, I'm asking you guys to go home. And then him and the agent got into it because he's like, I've risked my life. Like,
Oh, that's the next episode. Oh wait,
no,
no, no,
that's
no, no.
18.
This
That's 18.
no, it's this
In the
episode.
18.
I'm
In the
wrong.
18, yeah, in the 18. So him and the agent get into it because I forgot. He basically was like, I haven't liked you since the jump. And it's funny because he's like, that's quite disappointing because I've liked you. Like, I love working with you. And it's kind of weird because I don't know if he's being sarcastic or I don't know if he actually genuinely liked him.
I think L was being genuine. I get this vibe from like L that he's so used to being alone, but I feel like he definitely will, like when he was telling Light how he might be his only friend he's made. I think L's just like shrouded in this like lone wolf
Mm-hmm.
that he wants to get out of it, but like he knows that his current personality that just was built off of being alone for so long, well, being isolated from other people and doing everything himself, that he kind of just, the way he comes off sometimes in a group environment, it's kind of like, how do I say, demeanor, dominating or something like that. I forgot the word.
Demeanor? Domain?
No, he just comes off a little like, say if you were working with him, he comes off like the annoying smart aleck of the group.
Okay.
Yeah, you could say it in that way.
I don't really like this agent dude though. I don't like him. I've never really liked, even when I watched it the first time, I didn't really like him. So then
Yeah.
basically another funny thing was he was like, now I have to lose my job, like I quit. Because basically this was gonna be a problem that not even the police, like, no, I think it was like, no, this is what
The police gave up.
the police gave up, and they're like, if you continue working this, you're gonna lose your job. And Motari was like, not Motari, Light's dad was like, guys, it's okay, I understand, like, you have families, so like this is not just me, like, you know. And then the young agent's like, we're family here, like we got this. And then it's funny, he's like, well, you're not like the rest of them, they have family, they have kids, and you're like just like a young 20-year-old or whatever. So he was like, you have to like risk like whatever, like, you know, if you can't, I understand. He was like, because I'm not your chief anymore, like just call me by my name because, you know, because like, you know, I've been fired. And he's like, I need to dip because I need family. And it was like he find out that he either had put millions in his bank account, or he was going to plan on to if you would have stayed to see loyal to.
Oh, technically, what happened was when they were making their choices, L, well, L didn't mention it, but Watabi, I think that's what the butler's name was,
Mm-hmm.
or his assistants or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He mentioned it out loud to all of them that even if they did leave the force,
I'll put like a
they would,
16 million.
yeah, they would get paid for like their contribution,
Yeah, because for
or just
they
their
almost
family. They
died.
would take care of their family and stuff if they came to that point. They will financially aid them.
Yeah, because, you know, almost dying.
Yeah, and that's when the guy got super pissed and just screamed and said, I hated you. I always did, and I hate the way you do things."
You know,
And then yeah,
and
and
then
then he left.
so how do you feel about him? Do you like him?
He's not a bad person. It's just that I guess he's very conflicted because I could really tell that he did want to stay, but at the same time, family comes first.
Yeah, so like,
So he was more because he wanted to continue that investigation, but he felt deep down he can't give up that responsibility of taking care of his family.
yeah, because, you know, you gotta, you know, that's from what he knew, he wasn't really getting paid from this.
Yeah, they were literally getting paid because they were still part of the police force. But
Yeah. So episode 19, we get this is a I think kind of funny episode because we get the dude, he acts as Misa's manager, the young agent or whatever. I'm sorry if we can't remember names. He acts as Misa,
Matsuda, yeah.
yeah, agent. And basically they sneak into this party with big wealthy dudes trying to investigate and get like the scoop on how everything is going on. And yeah, so you have anything to say about 19?
Not 19 is when Matsuda is accompanying Misami, and he walks to the Yakibara group's building.
Yeah.
He tries to eavesdrop on their conversation about because they know about the meetings they have,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't know what it consists of. So he went to go snoop in on himself just to fill in this notion that he's not useless or he's dead weight, because he wanted to make himself useful. He kind of made himself useful in the wrong way, but a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was able to turn it around, well, with the help of Ellen, of course. But what happened was he got caught when he was eavesdropping. He got caught. He played it off as he was trying to get Misumi as
a promotion as a party.
Yeah, trying to get her as the
I think
spokesperson.
she came in and she saved us behind. But
she came in after. Like he talked to L, and then L told like to call her.
Yeah, I'm saying she saved his behind basically because he might have got like killed. So then basically party girls come in and they're like, oh, they need to escape because like one of them's getting really like suspicious on him. So he acts like he's drunk, and then he jumped off the bridge or whatever, and they save him. But they also get a lot of information too. I think they stole one of their phones. I don't know. I remember they got a good bit of information from it.
Yeah, I don't know about the phone part, but I know because they were planning to already kill him because he was eavesdropping. They were already planning to kill him, so they set up a scenario to fake that he's super drunk and he kills himself.
Yeah, and then he falls off. It's a good plan to save him, and then yeah, that's really 19. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna try to do a better description. It's just some episodes, certain episodes get really dragged on out.
Yeah, and and we're just trying to explain like the important parts or just the parts that really need to be known. Yeah. Well, in my case, I kind of just have to say certain parts, even though they're unimportant, to just fill out where I need to be. Yeah.
So. But that is it for episode, y'all. This probably won't even be like more than like 40-ish minutes, like, which is sad because whatever. But like I said before, I would give y'all the questions again, just in case y'all didn't watch it from the beginning. These questions are: what years these animes come out? Question 1: what year Naruto came out? A, 2001, B, 2005, C, 2002, D, 2007. What year did the One Piece time skip happen? Not beginning of One Piece time skip. A, 1999, B, 2013, C, 2015, D, 2011. And last question: what year did Bleach come out? A, 2002, B, 2007, C, 2004, D, 2011. Like I said, y'all have until basically around the end of Wednesday before the next podcast. I will see who got the answers right and also who was. So if the same person, like if 2 people get the answers right, but one person commented before it, you got most of the points. They'll get 3 and you'll get 2, just off of being, faster or whatever. And y'all comment, but like Pat, by the time I do my next podcast, which was Thursday, y'all, I'm not gonna count y'all points because at that point it's been too late or whatever. Yeah. So y'all do that, comment, because I want y'all to get this gift card. I want y'all to be active, and I want y'all to comment. So I hope y'all just give y'all a little more of incentive to comment and be more active with the podcast.
Yeah, more interactive with the channel. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, do that. Go like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notification bell so you can notify for every podcast. Go follow our Instagram at @_Gensho where you can notify you can get collabs, DMs. Our DMs are open at She's DMs and the thing. My personal She's pages in the bio. My page is in the bio, where you get clips of the episodes. You get just different stuff. You get to know us a little more. I post memes, just whatever. Have a good time. Go follow She's at eyes.of.the.lens. Did I say that right? Yep.
Yep.
Said it better than you did. Crazy. Anyway, y'all stay safe. Y'all go vote if y'all haven't done that yet. Stay masked up. Do whatever you gotta do. Got anything from Sheep before we head out now?
Nothing at all. Just stay safe. Live the good life. I hope you achieve what you want to achieve during this year. Well, the best you could this year. And
Yeah.
and if you couldn't, I hope you have that same opportunity again next year.
Yeah, man. Y'all stay safe. Stay watching anime. Stay watching us. Stay being weird. We are out. Peace.